Today, we are presenting Modern Contact Center, Putting AI to Work for You. We are here today with Jonathan Kazmani, Global Director of Microsoft Solutions, and John Rostia, Director of Innovation at Arbella. So without further ado, let's get started. Jonathan, you have the floor.
Thank you. So everyone, if you're not familiar with Arbella, we are a Microsoft Inner Circle Gold partner. We have about 250 resources across the globe. We've implemented over 26,000 seats of Dynamics. Our industries where we play are around retail, manufacturing, energy, healthcare, and life sciences. And unlike other partners, the only thing we do is Microsoft business applications. And that covers all components of CRM, ERP, BI, AI, and the Power Platform. Now, taking this industry expertise, taking that we are a Microsoft shop, where we have found most success and where we've created tremendous innovation is around D365 for customer service. And specifically, implementing that for contact centers across all of these different industries, and not limited to just what's on the screen either. Myself and John Rastia, we've been working together for a very long time. And after doing literally hundreds and hundreds of implementations, we saw a lot of commonalities when it comes to customer service. And what we said is, hey, you know what? We could probably pre-package a lot of these components. Across these industries, there's a lot of commonality when it comes to customer experience. How to allow customers to engage with you. What are the expectations? What are the KPIs we need to solve? And then we took those implementations and we heard a lot of customer feedback about things that they wanted, feature functionalities, capabilities. And we said, you know what? I bet you we can build an accelerator, something that's going to bring immediate time to value for our customers. So what we did is we sat down and said, listen, we need to take a business value approach to our IP. Whatever piece of feature functionality or capability we build, how does it fall into one of these four boxes? How does this capability help increase revenue, reduce costs, manage risk, or help with brand management, really improve that customer's experience? So once we determined that, we looked at the challenges we can solve. And across pretty much all those industries I mentioned, we identified the top 3 business challenges, technology challenges, and the type of KPIs that organizations are trying to achieve but cannot. Number 1, how do I reduce customer churn? How do I improve the customer's experience so I keep them for life? How do I reduce the cost to serve? The biggest overhead cost in any contact center is the salary of the employee, the overhead of the computers, monitors, internet, power, and so forth. And then how do I transform? How do I transform from a cost center to a revenue generating center? And then we looked at the technology issues. We hear it all the time. John, I have multiple different data silos. I have a CRM system here, I have an ERP system here, e-commerce, master data management, product management, KB article, and so forth. So I have all these different data silos. I also have these highly customized on-premise applications that are not scalable. And finally, omni-channel is being redefined on a monthly basis. A couple months ago, it was, John, I really want customers to engage with me via WhatsApp. Today, it's TikTok. What's it going to be next week? So being able to bring your own channel as technology evolves, having that type of scalability. And finally, KPIs. It's amazing how many organizations cannot achieve the standard quantitative and qualitative KPIs. But really, the one thing I think it's a differentiator about our solution is customer effort. Being able to map the customer's journey to see how hard is it for them to actually get an answer. And sure, you can go ahead and create a little visual diagram, and this is what I think the journey is, but ours is data driven. Actually, it's going to show you the customer moving through this progression. How do we optimize this process? And that's going to be a huge, huge thing when it comes to a data-driven, amazing customer experience. So what we want to do today is we want to walk you through, some of you might not be familiar with Microsoft Dynamics 365 for customer service. So we're going to walk you through the out-of-the-box capabilities. After that, we're going to show you how Arbella has built their IP on top of those out-of-the-box capabilities to take it to the next level. And then John Rastia, our Director of Innovation, is going to actually walk us through a couple of use cases showing the product live. So with D365 for customer service, you do have the ability of allowing organizations to contact you or customers to contact you via the preferred and expected channel of communication. This could be phone, email, chat, SMS, social, self-service portal. This could be an end user. This could be a partner, distributor, dealer. Allow these organizations and customers to engage with you via whatever channel they prefer, and more importantly, what's expected. Once that communication comes in, we need to reduce that cost to serve. How can we deflect that case? How can we reduce the agent workload? Well, there's many ways of doing that, right? There's a self-service portal, but what about implementing a bot, a chat bot that's going to be able to answer the question for the customer? You can put chat bots anywhere. It doesn't have to be just on a portal. I can develop an SMS bot. I can develop an email bot, a social media bot. And the great thing about the Dynamics platform is I create one bot and I can point it to multiple channels. And then finally, if the bot cannot deflect the case, let's route and assign. Many different ways we can do it. We can do a combination of manual and automated or fully automated. The second a correspondence comes in, let's analyze it. Let's use AI to understand the sentiment, the intent, the appropriate queue or the next best agent to route it to. Once it gets routed, we have the ability of having case management. This is simply ticketing. And there's an amazing capabilities that we're going to be showing you today where within our case, we have something called the business process bar. This is going to show the agent every stage and step in resolving a customer service issue. This gives you visibility into your customer service pipeline and it also creates a very consistent experience for all your customers. It also reduces training time. So it actually guides the agent on the specific field they need to fill out, the specific question, the specific steps before moving to the next stage. Having out-of-the-box KPIs, SLAs, first response by, resolution by, all of this out of the box. Once we have the customer's information, we can start troubleshooting, leveraging the out-of-the-box knowledge-based articles. So the system's listening. It's going to say, hey, this person is calling about a Windows issue. They're calling about a cable router. It'll pull up the appropriate knowledge-based article. It'll make that suggestion for the agent, removing the thinking part out of the equation. We can also take this to the next level where we can actually transform the customer to the technician, sending them a one-time code on their cell phone and then leveraging augmented reality. Mr. Customer, turn your cell phone around, push this button, pull that lever. That should resolve the issue. No need for a HoloLens or anything like that, just a simple smartphone. Once the issue has been resolved, we're going to send out a survey to gauge the voice of the customer. And again, this is a true omni-channel survey where it doesn't have to be email. It could be on the phone, on the IVR. It could be via an SMS, social, and other channels. And finally, quality assurance. The ability to understand what's going on, a snapshot of your customer service performance. So I have the ability of actually taking voice, transforming it into text, and then applying sentiment analysis to it. I ran a contact center for a long time, and on average, monthly, I can listen to anywhere between 2 to 5% of the calls. And I had to sit there and just listen to the entire call and figure out, was this a good call? Was it a bad call? What could be improved? Compared to the system doing it automatically for me. I'm not too interested in all the great back and forth. I want to see where it went bad so I can coach my agents in real time. Same thing with SMS and chat, being able to gain immediate insight into what's going on. We can have alarms and whistles start flashing when a conversation starts going south. And then as a manager, I can listen, whisper, and join that conversation. So now that we've covered the out-of-the-box capabilities of D365 customer service, I want to show you what Arbella has done. We have created a contact center accelerator. So it's a prepackaged solution that has all these capabilities pre-built in, but taking it to the next level. How do we infuse AI? How do we infuse data into the solution to reduce the average handle time, to improve the first call resolution? Well, what we've designed is a bot that's actually facing the agent, and it's listening to the conversation, and it's making real-time suggestions. It's giving contextual information to the agent before even anything has actually happened. So Jim's calling in. Jim's called 6 times in the last 3 days. Well, it's giving some contextual information right there. Well, Jim is a gold level loyalty member. He's called 6 times in the last 3 days. Well, that's a lot of times to call a customer service agency in a short amount of time. So it's prepping me that, you know what, Jim might be a little bit upset when I pick up. Maybe I should lower my tone, speak a little bit slower, and give Jim a little bit more of a white glove treatment. As I'm going back and forth with Jim, he's going to say to me that, hey, I want to know what's the status of my order. The system heard that. It's going to automatically pull up the order management system. I don't have to go open up a different tab. A lot of my customers, before they went through this digital transformation, they open up Chrome. They have 6 to 16 different tabs open at once. They're jumping into these different applications and copying and pasting customer information in there to try to get that order status. Well, with our solution, you have the ability of having multiple applications in one pane of glass, carrying that customer data across those multiple applications, reducing the need for data entry and navigation, reducing your average handle time, and improving the customer's experience. Also, the bot has outside-facing capabilities. So we've built a skill set for the bot. So there's different ones for different industries. We have some for manufacturing, retail, financial services. So these are the most common use cases. So we can implement and have a bot live for you under one day. And John's gonna be walking through this in our upcoming scenarios. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer the presentation over to John. He's gonna walk us through a couple scenarios today, leveraging Microsoft Dynamics 365 for customer service, along with Arbella's contact center accelerator bolted on top. John?
All right, thanks, Jonathan. So just give me a second over to transform over to me, and I'll start sharing my screen. While I'm in the process of that, what I'm gonna be doing here is going over 2 different scenarios. And the first one's gonna be looking at order status. And what I want to kind of look at that one is like we're going to be doing a chat channel, and that's something that's going to be available 24/7. Oh, that's a big part of this, that we want to ensure that we are available when our customers are. So with that, everybody can see my screen, and I'm going to go ahead and move forward. So in this one, I've just kind of navigated out to your organization's web page, your self-service portal, wherever you want this widget, this chat widget to show up. We can add it very quickly to this, and we can configure it to some very simple questions that we want to have, what's required, and so on and so forth. Once we move on to that, we're actually submitting. The first thing that's going to pull up is that chat bot that Jonathan was talking about. This is available 24/7 and can really help answer a lot of the questions our customers have without having to reach back over into the customer service agents. So in this case, I do want to look at my order status. So I've got a menu-driven item pieces here, looking at orders. I've got some additional items I can look at. I do want to look at my status. So again, what's my email? Asking me for verification. Put that in very quickly here. And what this is going to do right away is actually go out back into our systems and validate that record. We can build in a lot of different validations here, maybe like a double authentication, asking for code and things of that nature. So again, that's just for demo purposes. We wanted to make it very simple for authentication here. So what it returned back is it did find that order very quickly. So we've got the order number, the amount, additional information, and plus the shipping. But we kind of took it a step further that I can, if I wanted to, I can do actions, right? So I can actually cancel this order. I can, have it send me a text with all my tracking info. But maybe there's just something else here. And in fact, what I'd like to do now is after I have all the information, I would like to maybe change maybe the requested delivery date or some other information. So let's go ahead and start that process. So I'm just going to say something else. And now it's going to ask me some other questions. What do I want to do here? I want to speak to an agent this time. So I've requested to speak with an agent. I'm now going to be going over into our other system, Dynamics 365. I've logged in as an agent, and I have my notifications that's coming up. Because I have availability, and this is my skill set, it's been routed to the right agent. And I have the agent message, the topics, what queue, how long, because everything's being tracked. As Jonathan mentioned out, our quality assurance, we have a lot of KPIs that's coming with the system, and it's tracking all this information. So let's go ahead and click on accept here, and it's going to start this, the scenario. And as you can kind of see, as an agent, I can actually have multiple sessions going on at the same time. So I can have multiple chat sessions or working on multiple cases while I'm dealing with Jim at this particular time. You can see here that as an agent, I can see all the information that they've already been chatting with the chatbot, as I start into this. Okay, so I'm not gonna have to always ask, have to repeat something as we normally have to do. So let me actually go into here. Let me kind of move this down just a little bit here so I can kind of see some more screen here. So one of the things that I look at here, as in all my experience in the customer service industry, agents need to deal with continuous updates, both to both products and processes. Even after agents have been rigorously trained, recurrent human errors and delays in service delivery occur due to a lack of guidance in real-time customer service scenarios. These issues lead to lower productivity and thus negatively affect the customer's satisfaction level. To avoid these errors, we've actually built in these dynamic scripts that help walk the agent, through what the process they have to do. Here, I just need to validate the address and PIN. So I can simply do that by using a quick reply, and this is all configurable that I've put inside the system, asking for their address and PIN. So once I have that information, I can simply start checking it off. Once I actually look into this, I also have the ability to now have my smart assistant start working with me, start listening to the conversation that's going on in the background, and also give me real-time updates in the customer. What this does is puts the agent in control of this session, okay? And by doing that, I have all the information at my fingertips, and you can see without me having to click and search and open multiple things, I can easily navigate. If I want to learn more about this particular customer, I understand that he's a gold level and how long he's been a member, but maybe I want to actually jump in and learn some more information about him. So without having to search for it and click and move and doing different things, I can quickly open up the contact, which now I can see a full 360-degree view of this customer, like demographics, loyalty level, the net promoter details as shown right here. I can see information such as their activity, when's the last phone call, the purchases, anything related to this customer. And as well, my smart assistant is kind of giving me a heads up. We're using customer insights to look at their fraud or churn risk, remaining balances that they have, currently out there. What is their average risk or effort score? And how many total cases have they opened up with us? That gives the agent, again, to know I'm dealing with someone that is a high level member. And again, where things are trending in terms of their insights, which helps me out a lot into like really kind of like, dealing with different customers. So let's go back over here. So after I kind of said, what you're looking for, they give me some information. Now the customer's actually saying, you know what, I do have some questions about an order. So let me type that in. And back over here, I have the information and my smart assistants, again, listening to the information. It said someone mentioned an order. So I've already found the order. I've got the amount and I can open that up and I can open the order again without having to search, do anything about it right there. It opens it up right in my panel. Again, this is what we would call that one panel of glass the agent has to look for, because we all know that they're opening up a lot of different applications. Open them up right here. So again, I now have their order information. I can review it, but there again, my smart assist is now helping me, say based upon a promotion we've got currently right now, it already pulled in that they're a gold member and gold members are receiving 10%. So I can apply that discount right here and you can kind of see it updates the record. If I'm, if I get distracted and I try to reapply it, we have built-in logic that looks and says, we've already done this. You don't have to redo it again, okay? So not only have we looked at, looking at like, promotions available to us, and again, it's not forcing the agent to do that. it's allowing them to say, if they need to do that or not and what's available. But we also have the ability to look at product recommendations. Okay, so based in the past, not only based upon what this customer's ordered, but all of our orders in our back office, our ERP systems, we've run through some predictability capabilities to say, if you've ordered these products, here are some additional that you might be looking at. So great way of really putting your agents in the position of upselling and cross-selling to agents. And this doesn't even have to be products. It could be related to services that's out there. And I can easily add them to the order and quickly move on from there. But maybe they want to change the requested delivery date. So if I'm talking to the customer and they want to move it to the 21st of May, what it's going to do right now is very quickly just call out to our shipping system that is not based in Dynamics 365. This is a proprietary system that we built in the background, and it's sending a request for this particular date. Is this approved for this particular order? And it's going to return back if it's available or not. So now I've helped the customer with their status. I've got like promotional, I've got upsell, cross-sell, I've changed the requested delivery date, validated that it is available. So now I'm just ending some things out here. So again, using my agent scripts, if I want to now, I can talk to the customer and like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and send you order confirmation. By again, clicking one button, automatically I've created an email. So as you notice, I don't have to have Outlook because we're seamlessly integrated with Outlook or other systems, multiple email systems. But what I can see here, it builds the entire email, puts in the right people, and it also uses this and says, I have all the information. However, this is a configurable template that we're sending out, and then I can just go ahead and send that email off to that customer. So I've helped them with all these different pieces and now communicated with them. Now on for our second scenario. So I'm going to go ahead and end this session. In our second session, I'm going to talk with Jim. Let me go ahead and start this over. I'm going to talk to Jim right now about a case that he's got open. So let's go ahead and start this over again. So along the same scenario here, we got the same menu-driven items here. That I've got cases, orders, I can look that up. But this case, I'm just gonna go talk and speak right with an agent. Back over here. Let me go ahead and accept that. Run through all the other pieces, all the different steps that we did before, okay? So it's all, very standard on how we do that. So again, and again, in this case, very similar. I'm going to go ahead and begin that session. So we got that started. Now in this one, I'm going to go ahead and pull up a case. To kind of help that along, I'm going to copy that out. Now I'm looking for a case. Let's go back over here. So as you can kind of see right here, again, it's looking and listening to what they're saying. And I want to open up that case. That's what one of their full-type products that they had open. Okay. So let me open that up. And just like we had before, that my smart assistant now is again reading information off of this screen and providing me additional information. Okay, so this particular card that was sent out to us right away notifies the agent if it's under recall. Okay, so why go down the path of doing a lot of troubleshooting if we're currently under recall, or if their product is currently under warranty, it's telling them. So we're calling back in two systems here to return back a recall information. And if there's any additional steps they need to take, we can include that here. Or if it's a product warranty, what's their status? In this case, it's nearing expiration, but they're still under warranty. So I can actually provide into my next steps, opening up my return authorization, and I can move forward. But this case, they're all good, none of recall, nothing here. So I've got multiple options. Okay, I can certainly start using, a lot of our, knowledge base articles that's already here. So I can look to see, what is, what's the status of any of the laptops. It'll pull up pull that up for me, knowledge base article, or what I can actually start doing if I can't, find it with my knowledge base articles. Okay, I can actually go ahead and open up the manual. If I open up the manual here, maybe this is a more internal document. It's not public facing out to our customers. I can now search through the entire manual here. And because it's using a PDF document, I can download that. I can send it to them. I can do all the different feature functionality that a regular PDF would allow me to do. This is not proprietary. That's just opening up a PDF in that tab. And again, if I wanted to do more product information, maybe such as vendors, anything else to help me troubleshoot it, get to that information, I can do that here as well. Okay, so once I've got all that taken care of, and we've taken care of Jim's problem, we can now go ahead and end that process out. And again, with the multiple data elements in here, I just want to kind of end out in the last scenario, it's just around quick reporting, and just spend a few minutes in here. What our reporting kind of comes with day one. So we're looking at all the different average wait times. We're looking at if anything's exceeding those times, average handle time. Looks like we got some demo data in there that's taking up that time. But you can kind of see that we've really preloaded it with a lot of data here and a lot of information. And of course, all these reports are configurable. Okay, so I can not only look at conversation, I can drill down right into my agent level and find out what potential training scenarios, as Jonathan mentioned, we can use those recorded conversations or conversations because we're always looking at sentiment capabilities. That's all being thrown right here. Okay, and all viewable. Okay, and this certainly comes with it looking like this out of the box day one, and any additional KPI or any additional information we can add to this certainly fits. And again, during our different scenarios, these solutions and these scenarios fit both B2B scenarios and B2C. So again, I can be calling in from a vendor perspective or as a customer contact scenario.
Thanks, John. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I think what you just showed there, D365 with Arbella's contact center IP bolted on top. It's creating AI-based recommendations for next best offer, next best action, reducing customer churn, improving the customer's experience, and also you're allowing agents to monetize every single customer interaction. So I hope everyone found it as valuable as I did. I'm going to go ahead and open up the rest of the time for any questions.
All right. Thank you so much, Jonathan and John. That was some great information there. At this time, I would like to invite all of our attendees to ask questions. You can submit them in the questions window in your GoToWebinar control panel. And looks like we have a few that came in. So the first one here, are chatbots included in Dynamics 365 customer service?
I'll take that one, actually. The chatbots are part of Dynamics. They're called Power Virtual Agents. There is a separate license for that, but it is natively integrated with D365 for customer service.
Got it. Okay, thank you. And we have another one here. Do you have to recreate bots for each channel?
John, I'll pass that one to you.
Yeah, let me take that. No, you do not. So, that's what's nice. I mean, we standardize all these bots. So if you want the chat bot the same for your chat, like your digital channels such as chat or SMS, that they can share the same one. Or across, if you want different bots across your social channels such as Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, just to name a few right there, they can all be the same and be standard or all completely different. That also includes multiple language bots as well. So if you are supporting multiple languages, those bots can share the same and do things through translation or be different.
Got it. We do have another here. Do I need to recreate all of my knowledge-based articles inside of CRM?
John, maybe you can also take this one, but take it to the next level and maybe talk a little bit about website FAQs as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So great question. Great question. So we're able to, go to one of your existing sites, and just like Jonathan mentioned, go to your existing site, your FAQ, and if you put a lot of time into that and you want to replicate with your bot, having the same type of topics, we can actually import those just using 2 simple clicks, and it takes about 5 minutes, and it pulls all the information and creates the topics for your bot automatically. That also includes knowledge base articles that you currently have. So if you've got knowledge base articles in your current system, or those knowledge base articles are in, let's say, a SharePoint site as an example, we can actually pull from multiple sources to bring that data and expose that in the chatbot for what you want exposed, to your customers.
Got it. Well, thank you guys, and that is all we have time for today. Thank you, Jonathan and John, for both being presenters and sharing all that great information with us today. And thank you to everybody that joined today.